What is up, everybody? I am Boomaye. This is Boomaye is back. Um, how's it going? Hab, Coco, Kunam, nice to see you all as always. Um, oh, Coco, do you like the apron? See, I figured because I smoke so much weed, the baked with love, the apron would be appropriate. And of course, I need the visor to keep my hair from getting into your lattes and frappuccinos and green teas and whatnot. So I just wanted to dress appropriately for the occasion. Because Hab, my mic, I'm glad you mentioned it because I have a set of Bluetooth earbuds that I'm testing the microphone on so that I can maybe be a little bit mobile while I'm streaming. So yeah, it's gonna sound a little bit different tonight because I'm testing some new hardware. I'm also testing some new OBS settings, so if things look a little funky as well, let me know because after streaming for 3 years now, stuff still gets jacked up. I still don't know what I'm doing a lot of the time. Hashtag Boomaye is a barista. That's right. Boomaye is barista. I got an apron. I got a visor. What else do I need? Nothing. Oh, actually, what we do need is to bring the game audio in so that everyone can hear it, so that it's all good and cute the way it's supposed to be. But yes, Hab, Coco, Kunam, tell me how you are. Tell me what you've been playing. Always happy to see you if you are in the chat, if you are just watching quietly, or if you're catching this in the future on the pod. Thank you. I appreciate you. Um, and I guess I could say right off the top, go ahead and like the stream. If I've earned it for you already, go ahead and just click that little like button. If I haven't earned your like yet, give me about 2 hours and then see how you feel. Then see how you feel. Um, the coffee slash tea that's infused, I know that's right. I know that's fucking right. But yes, let's not waste any time. Let's get right into this this barista business. Because I'm curious to see what will happen. Will the astronaut come back? Will Rachel and her dad make up? Will Bailey's and his succubus girlfriend? Is anything gonna happen there? What's up with that? And then Myrtle the orc, and Aqua the oceanic woman. Aqua's definitely interested in that orc, so I'm hoping we get some sort of pay. Freya, why is she making that face? What did we do last time? Are you sure that would be okay? She says yes. It would really be hard to pull off. Freya, what are you doing? It's something that'll make the story different. Oh, thirsty suitors, man. Coco, I wish I had time to play that. I'm gonna make time for thirsty suitors, even if I have to do it after it's off of Game Pass. And Hav is playing Diablo 4, of course. I think I told you I dipped into the season of blood, the blood, the blood, the blood, the blood. I dipped into season 2 after you and I talked about it, and I'm still kind of like, eh, eh, but I haven't gotten in too deep in it with the blood mechanics yet, so maybe I need to give it a little more time. Okay. What are we talking about? Freya is clearly toying with some new ideas for this novel that she's writing, which she gave me the draft of last time, but I don't think my character actually said how he feels about it. Because they were supposed to discuss it. Yeah, they discussed it off camera. So, I don't know. Whatever it is, Freya needs to handle it carefully. and gracefully. Ooh, someone came in. Ah, it's Mr. Gala! What's up, Gala? Good evening, everyone. Welcome, Mr. Gala. Am I interrupting? It looks like you were having an intense discussion. No, it's the usual. Freya can't get her shit together. Shambles was just giving me feedback. It's for the book I'm writing. Sounds like a heavy discussion. I'm just planning to sit and relax. Yes, Mr. Gala, me too. Please don't let my presence interrupt you, alright? You have been duly ignored. Oh, also, do you want a drink? I guess. He's like, ignore me, but also I need to talk to him for a second, so ignore me later. Why is my controller's vibrating? It's never done that for this game before. It's like boom, 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 boom. Coco, to answer your question, this is not tea. It's a whiskey ginger ale. Some Pendleton whiskey and some generic CVS brand ginger ale. Oh, Gala's Fury Remedy. It was something ginger. Don't say you remember it, you idiot! My last order didn't quite hit the spot. Okay, tell me how to fix it. Tea and ginger. The last thing is definitely a different ingredient from either of those. So I think we used tea, ginger, honey last time, and he was like, the honey shouldn't be in there. It has tea and ginger. He's like, okay, remember, tea. You got that part? Tea? Now that you've got the tea, ginger. Yeah. Okay, so what was the last one? Tea. And what's this one? Ginger. Remember? Got it, yes. Okay, tea. Ginger. And, mint is something new we have in the store, in the cafe. So maybe mint is his Fury Remedy. Can't go wrong with whiskey and ginger ale, that's correct. Okay, so let's see if we can help Mr. Gala's Furies be a little less furious. Faster, less furious. Is this it? How is it? Nope. Okay, that's not it. The drink doesn't even follow my guidelines. Because I added the... So maybe it's just tea and ginger? Did I put regular tea or green tea? I make that mistake sometimes. Here, just try my whiskey ginger ale. Gala? Yes? No? Okay. Nope. I have a lot of new homework thanks to you. Oh, because of my excellent feedback, whatever it was? Is Hyde coming? Oh, I sure hope not. I really hope he's not. Nope, by myself tonight. It's gonna be a peaceful night then. That's mean, Freya, but I was also thinking it. And Coco, don't boo me. My jokes are good. They're funny. It might be double ginger. You might be right. He needs to learn how to communicate his... He needs to learn how to communicate his thoughts nicely, though. He might not look like it, says Gala, but he's a very kind person. Okay, well that's not the vibe I've gotten from the small amount of time he spent in my coffee shop. Seems like a dick. He doesn't show it, that's for sure. Thank you. Thank you, Freya. That applies to you as well, Freya. Now, come on. Bailey's! Bailey's, we haven't seen you since the first episode. Where have you been, my guy? Hold on, let me move my camera to its... I still haven't made a button for this, so I have to do it in the OBS menu. There we go. In the OBS filters menu. Bailey's! Okay. God, I wish I could remember his girlfriend's name right now. She's a succubus. She has horns, her skin is purple, she's got great hair, she wears a suit. And her name is. I don't remember. I don't remember. If anything, I should remember her name more than his because she's been in here like 3 times as much as he has. But whatever. What's up, Bailey? Give us the update. We need to know. How are you doing, Freya? Not good, she says. Shambles was just criticizing my story. Okay, first of all, ma'am, you asked for my feedback. You came in here with your little manuscript, your draft, and you were like, read this and tell me what's up. So don't try to, don't try it. Don't try it. It's called feedback. Ever heard of it? It's cruel. And Bailey's is laughing because it's funny. That was a notification from my tablet. I thought I turned all the volume down on. Ringtone. Media. Yes, alright. And what's the problem with the story? Oh, I think I told her something about. I don't remember. It's fine. It's non-linear, it's quite complicated. Imagine a choose-your-own-adventure storybook. Freya, that's not a novel. That's a choose-your-own-adventure book. There's a difference. But for adults. Okay, well. Sure. Sounds pretty common so far. But instead of telling you which page to turn to, each decision you make will give you a score. Okay, no, stop laughing, Bailey. Let her keep going. Let her finish. That score will determine which page you should go to. That sounds more like a video game than a book. And stop laughing, Baileys. I know it's not that original, but my target here is the mainstream audience. Gala, will you answer your phone? Every time your phone vibrates, my controller vibrates. It's like he's vibrating the entire counter. And he's like, what? Bailey's like, what? Mainstream? With the hell? Okay, that one was my phone. Just, I'm sorry, I didn't know I was so poppin'. I'm not. Okay, that one's on vibrate. Well, let me make sure. Ringtone, media. Alright. With the help of my publisher, this kind of book may go mainstream. Just like that Choose Your Own Adventure show on Netstream. Yeah, Netstream. That's fine. That's fine. It's nothing new, but because of the marketing and the names involved, it reached the mainstream market. Sounds interesting and highly ambitious. At least it's simpler than my other idea. This is simpler than your other idea? That you have to do math when you're reading a book that's more simple than your last idea, Freya? You're headed in the right direction, at least. And your other idea was what? Making the novel not in the form of a book. Coco says, I'm upset at Bailey's parents for adding an S to the end of his name like it's multiples of him. Well, you never... Listen, I don't know... So, different species have different amounts of babies per pregnancy. So maybe elves are like cats, where they have like a litter of elves. And one of them was named Bailey. And he was named Baileys, just to differentiate. Because when you have 9 kids all at once, it's like, I'm not coming up with different individual unique names for all you motherfuckers. Bailey, Baileys, Baileys is, Bay, Lee. Boom. All the kids are named. Done. Write it down, nurse, whoever. Nurse Jackie. Bailey's is so confused by Freya's original idea. So listen. Nobody ever hits on a good idea. Not never. Very rarely does someone hit on a good idea, or at least an idea that they find usable on the first try. I'll use myself as an example. The first few times I streamed this game, I was not dressed like a barista. Now this is the fourth stream for this game I'm doing, and I'm dressed like a barista. Why? Because I didn't have the idea until about 2 weeks ago. So, boom, right there. Coco's like, what a backstory you made about how elves have multiple litters of children. Listen, backstory writes itself. I'm writing backstories in the background of my mind all effing day, okay? Okay? You get it. It's mental health. It's fine. As if she has all the time in the world to make a novel that's not in the form of a book. She doesn't. She needs to be done with this like yesterday. And that's before even considering the sensitive issue of setting the story in a world where only humans... That's right! She was writing a story that's set in a world where only humans exist. Why is it auto... Okay. Wait, stop auto-scrolling. Why are you doing that? Okay, it's done. As Shamble said, though, I won't have the time. Getting a normal picture approved is already a steep climb. Let's not make the mountain even bigger. Okay, Freya, the mountain is only as big as it is because you are using the publisher of the newspaper that you already write for to write a novel without telling your boss at the newspaper. So I don't want to hear you say nothing about not making this a bigger problem. Because you made this a big problem from Jump Street. You did it. You did it. So let's not minimize now. It's already big. It's already too big. So, what's the story all about? Bailey wants to know. You'll have to wait. You'll have to wait and see. Don't want to spoil the fun. Anyway, I haven't ordered anything, and neither has Freya. And apparently, Gala is done with his drink. His cup has just disappeared. But what would you like, Bailey's? Ginger latte? A ginger latte? Okay, I got you. So what's in a latte? So I think what makes it a latte is the milk. So, coffee, milk, ginger? Yeah, let's try it. Coffee, milk, ginger. Alright, I got you, B. Coffee, milk, ginger. I have a tendency to mess up about a quarter of these and then act all indignant like I didn't mess it up. So I hope this is right. Here you go. No, it's wrong. It's good, but you need more ginger. So did you just want coffee and ginger? Okay, you weirdos with the ginger. I don't even like ginger. Okay, that's number one. I don't even care for ginger, and I'm dating a ginger. But ginger, the vegetable, fruit, root, whatever the fuck it is, hate it. Hate dealing with it. Hate peeling it. Hate chopping it up. And it just like, it doesn't matter how much ginger you put in something, it overwhelms. It takes over. And I don't appreciate that. I don't need more ginger. You need more ginger, okay? That's my advice to you, Baileys, is you need more ginger. I don't need more ginger. How about that? How about that? It'll tell you it's correct by the name. So, okay, so I did notice that when you make the drink right, the character goes, oh, here's your insert name of drink. And when you do it wrong, they're like, you fucked it up. You fucked it up real bad. Guess it's just my personal taste. It sure is. Because I made the shit right, and it's your personal taste. It's your fault for coming to a coffee shop that's open at night. Not my fault. Not my fault. You get what you get, and that'll be $16. Motherfucker. Why does everybody everybody want Ginger tonight. It's fine. It's fine. Still busy with your last client, Mr. Freelancer can't make time for your girlfriend? Oh, I'm done with her. Done? Did you kill her? As in you're dropping the price. I can't. It just blows my mind some of the things Freya says that reveals her naivete about the literal world around her that she lives in. I feel like I know more about this fantasy freak show world that she lives in than she does. She never met a person from the ocean. She doesn't understand what someone means when they say they are done with a client. She thought that Rachel's dad was hitting on her when he was clearly just trying to understand young people better so that he could understand his daughter better. Freya reads every situation wrong. And she's supposed to be a fucking non-fiction newspaper writer. Whatever. Those are my thoughts on Freya and how frustrating she is. I don't know. Freya is a mystery to me. Not one that I am enjoying uncovering. It's like, hey, I'm not crazy. Freya is very human. Coco, that's what it is. That's what it is. She's such a human. That's... You just blew my mind. You just blew my mind. She's human. So I assumed because she was named Freya that she was also some type of like mythological something. She just has the name of a of a Norse goddess. She's not she's just a human. She's just a person. Oh, Coco, you fucked my whole shit up. You fucked my whole shit up with that one. Thank you so much. So here's Bailey's response. Hey, I'm not crazy. I still need the money. Done as in I finished the job. Duh. I spent the last few days making... Oh! And I forgot because you all showed up during the starting screen that I added a little sound effect for when you guys show up. No, Coco, you're good. You're good. You fucked my shit up as in you took my worldview and flipped it on its head. You made me see it a different way that makes more sense because you said that. So for that, you get this, and Hab also gets this, and Kunam also gets this for showing up early. Or for just showing up. Alright. I hope that was loud enough. It's even done before the deadline. So I'm getting the vibe that this was maybe a let's use the word demanding. This was a demanding client, and Bailey's is happy to be done with it. Did she like it? Oh, she loved it. She had some complaints, of course, but I convinced her. I convinced her that I wasn't doing no more work on it, and I'll tell you that, by using some design terms she doesn't understand. Smart, Bailey's. Very smart. So you finished your job by bullshitting her. Yes! The finest bullshit, only the finest bullshit, my lady. That's one survival skill every freelancer must have. Are you working on anything right now? No! I'm taking a break from work, and from my girlfriend. I need to work on a few personal matters. Care to... I mean, Freya's writing a book right now, so you care to spill a little? She only knows one side of the story. Like, Lua, that's her name. Something like that. By the way, I'm curious. How did you guys meet? Freya, that's not the question. That's not the right question. It's just that. It's just that I was young and stupid, you know. Come on. Give us the information. So, I was a bit of a player back in college. Ooh, spicy. And I was going after my then best friend's girlfriend's friend. So his best friend had a girlfriend, and he was interested in the girlfriend's friend. Got it. Freya didn't get it. I used to have a best friend. He was an incubus. Okay. Let's call him Cognac. Cognac has a girlfriend, and that girl has a friend. A friend, the friend is the one I'm after. Okay. You know, Freya not being able to keep up with this very simple story that Bailey's is telling me is kind of making me question her ability to write a book that gives you a score based on the choices you make, and that score leads you to another place in the book. Freya seems like she can't follow a straight line when someone is telling her a story, so how is she writing a choose your own adventure book where the page you turn to is dependent on the information you literally just received? I'm gonna stop talking about Freya. Coco says, why is Gala still there? I don't know. He finished his drink, which he didn't like, and now he's just sitting on his phone. That's why she was behind in her job. Coco, you're absolutely right. She was one of the hottest girls there, but everyone knew she wasn't the type of girl you'd want to date. What does that mean? I don't want to get into the details, but this succubus was super hot, right? And all the guys wanted to sleep with her. She was a player too. And, and Freya's like, what? A woman being a player? No way. Joe, welcome Joe. Hi Joe. That's for you. Remember to do it this time. Hi Joe, I hope you're feeling better. That doesn't sound like Lua at all. Well, first of all, he never said he was talking about Lua. Because it wasn't Lua. Genius. Lua was my friend's girl. Oh, okay. So. When Bailey's was in college, he had a friend who was a succubus. The succubus was dating another succubus. And that succubus that his friend was dating is Lua. But Bailey's wasn't interested in Lua at the time. He was interested in Lua's friend. I'm saying this for Freya so that she doesn't get lost in this very simple story again. So, Lua was dating Bailey's friend, and Bailey was interested in Lua's friend. Easy, easy. Holy moly. Holy cow. So, the other girl's name was, let's just call her Rose. Okay. So, I knew Lua thanks to her relationship with Cognac. Yes, Freya, shut up so we can get the rest of the story. So I asked Lua a lot of questions about Rose. She knew what I was after. It annoyed her so much, but I kept on bothering her. I mean, I was pretty aggressive, annoying, a pretty active guy back then. Meaning you was hoeing it up. You was hoeing it up, just say it. So Lua came over to visit us at one point. I lived with Cognac back in college. I'd been out, and I got back just as Lua arrived. A total coincidence. We went into our place together and witnessed something surprising. That's not where I thought this was going. Cognac was sleeping with Rose! Cognac was fucking Lua's friend. What? Okay. So we're in college. We're in college. And Bailey's the elf was hanging out with three succubuses. Three succubi. And, okay. So Bailey's friend Cognac was dating Lua. And Lua had a friend named Rose, who Bailey's was interested in. But Bailey and Lua came back to Cognac's apartment and found him fucking Rose. Holy mother of moly. I saw the look on Lua's face, the disbelief, the anger, the sadness. And without even thinking about it, I punched Cognac in the face while he was in the while he was You punched your friend in the face while he was fucking? While he was cheating on his wow. Stand up guy. Stand up elf. Bailey's is a stand up elf. Got into a fight with him. Cognac was a Brazilian jiu-jitsu tutor for kids. He's pretty good. But I landed that one punch, and then he beat me to a pulp. Yeah, that makes sense. Lua begged me to stop fighting on her behalf. More like she begged Cognac to stop beating that ass. That's what happened. I lost, but I don't give up easily. I was beaten pretty bad, so Lua took care of my injuries. Aww. We grew closer, and after that, I don't even remember the exact date, but suddenly that friendship turned into a relationship. Wow. The history. Y'all been dating since college? And you haven't worked out this family thing? That's tough. That's tough. Have you seen her by any chance? That's your girlfriend! What? Have we seen her? Yes, actually, yes. She's been here twice. How was she doing? My man. My man, my man. I hate to put on my, like, daytime talk show voice, but listen. Listen, Bailey. You gotta talk to your girlfriend. You gotta talk to Lua. You gotta talk to her. There is no lie detector test I can give you. There's no paternity test I can do for you. You gotta talk to Lua. She hasn't returned any of my calls or texts. Okay, well, at least he's reaching out. I take everything I just said back. I take it all back. She's healthy, that's for sure. She got into an argument, though. There was this male model. He's a racist vampire. You're asking too many follow-up questions. He's like, a model? I didn't think she was she's not... She's not interested in the asshole vampire. Y'all gotta stop jumping to... You gotta stop interrupting. Let people finish talking as I interrupt everyone while they're talking. She wasn't going... Oh, they weren't together. So what were they arguing about? Well, we were talking about your relationship. Freya's not the best way to start this particular sentence. Lewis told us about the reason behind the fight, about your family and stuff. And then this guy Hyde joined the discussion. He didn't understand why Lua would insist on getting family approval, considering, you know, that you're willing to leave your own family. Would you do that for her? Yes, I would. Yes, he would. I'm sick and tired of my family. Let them know, Baileys. Let them know you are sick and tired of your goddamn racist-ass elf family. Why would you say that, says Freya. Let me tell you about my family. Or should I say most elven families. They all think they're so high and mighty. If you're born an elf, there are certain unwritten rules you must follow. Reputation and appearance are everything. We must never, ever make our family look bad. You can only befriend certain people. You must dress a certain way. You can only have certain jobs that are deemed worthy and successful, like being a doctor, a lawyer, a CEO, you know. Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to be an artist. I love drawing and creating art. However, becoming an artist is not something elves would deem suitable, unless you become like the next Da Vinci or some shit. So, when I switched from a business major to an art major, my parents went crazy, screamed like they were on fire. They told me that I'd never be rich or successful. All that because you chose an art degree. Coco says, I know that's right, Bailey. You want to know the worst part? They blamed Lua. They blamed her for my decision to pursue my passion for art. Yelled about how her kind is ruining the country, accusing their religion of worshiping the Dark Lord, accusing her of putting a spell on me and cursing the family. Like that's too much. That's too much. This is the 21st century. That's not cool. I don't want to sound judgmental, but your family is racist. Thank you. Thank you. I've been saying this for 4 streams. Your family is racist as fuck, my guy. Lua's the only person that can make me feel alive. Okay, well that's a little weird too. She shouldn't be the only thing the only person in your life who makes you feel alive. But again, they did meet in college, so she showed me how I can be free and pursue my dreams. I don't understand why Lua is so obsessed with the idea of reconciliation with my family. I just don't get it. I have no problem leaving my family, you know. I would happily leave them for the both of us. And here comes Gala. So here he comes, throwing his 2 cents into a conversation he wasn't involved in before, just like I did last time, which is why everyone, including myself, was so upset. Yeah, but what about her? That's a good question. What about her and her family? They might be close as hell. You may be happy to leave your family. However, it may not be the same for her. And let me guess, Bailey's never thought of it that way. I haven't played this game before. I'm just guessing. Bailey's never thought of it that way, right? Gala, would you like to say something to the class? Perhaps you could give us a different perspective. Sorry, I didn't mean to eavesdrop. Okay. Couldn't help overhearing your story because I'm sitting 2 inches away from the 2 of you. I assume that the person you're talking about is not an elf. She's a succubus. I see. I'm a werewolf. For werewolves, the wolf pack is the most important thing. We'll put family before any other. We often have our own problems within the pack, but we don't abandon our family for anything. Perhaps that's also true for her and her family. Besides, if you leave your family for her, wouldn't that make your parents believe that all those bad stereotypes about succubi are true? I never thought of it that way before. I deserve like a trophy. I deserve like a clairvoyant trophy for this shit. Whether you like it or not, your actions will have an impact on her as well. And if you leave your family for her, that will put her in a difficult spot. She might feel responsible for your actions, and she clearly does. The last time she came and spoke to us, she didn't want him to abandon his family for her. She clearly felt bad about that. And that is a fucking... what's the word I'm looking for? Like, that is a testament to how well the facial animations were made for this game and how good the writing is, because like I could tell that Lua didn't want Bailey's to completely abandon his family for their relationship, and it turns out I was right. But I was only able to read that situation correctly because whoever did the animations and the writing for this game is very good at conveying sort of the quiet part, the parts that you only say in your head, the body language, the facial expressions, all that stuff. All that to say, this game is amazing. This game is great. Even though everyone really gets on my nerves, this game is fantastic. She might feel responsible for your actions, says Gala. There's nothing to feel bad about. I'm leaving my messy family to create a better one with her. It's easy for you to say that now, but you don't know what the future holds. One day, circumstances might change. One day, one of you might regret your decisions. One day, you might use the I left my family for you card. Yeah, I can definitely see that. I could definitely see him, like the two of them being upset with each other, and him sort of like, I left my family for this? For you to talk to me like this, treat me this way? For you to complain that I leave the seat up I left my family for this? We love each other. I'll be there with her, whatever the circumstances may be. You know, love is like a flame. It might not burn fiercely at first, but over time, it might burn fiercely at first, but over time it will die down if you don't maintain it. Maintaining it won't be easy, it'll be hard work, because life fucking sucks. I mean, it's full of storms. And marriage, it will not survive on love alone. Bailey's is like, he's Gala is fucking up Bailey's the way Coco fucked me up when she pointed out that Freya is human. He's like, huh? And even Freya's like, whoa, dude, you just like blew my fucking mind. It's like all open and shit. I think you like gave me a new pathway, dude. We'll have each other, and that's enough for us. Tell me, do you have health insurance? What? I'm an elf. Why would I need health insurance? I take that back about why he was still there, says Coco. Yes, Gala is spitting the truth. Gala knows. He's been through some things. Okay? Gala has lived a life. He knows what's up. Why would I need health insurance? I'm an elf. You'll need some. Immortality is an elven privilege, but you'll lose it if your family disowns you. That's right. Lua mentioned that. She mentioned that if his family disowns him, then he loses his immortality. But I believe Bailey's stance is, I don't give a fuck about immortality. I want to date this succubus. I've seen people go bankrupt because they fell ill or got seriously injured. That's right, because Mr. Gallo works at a hospital. Empty their entire life savings for an $8 pill because in this country they charge 20 grand for it. Too real. Gala, too real. And again, Bailey's just had his mind blown for the second time in as many minutes. And if you decide to have children, they won't have the same privileges you do. There's a high probability that they'll get bullied for being a half-breed. There are consequences. It shouldn't be taken lightly. Think about it. Anyway, now that I've dropped the truth bomb on you, I gotta get the fuck out of here. My phone is always going off because people just keep breaking their legs, and I always have to go and reset the phones. It's a mess. I apologize for my intrusion. No, thank you for your insight, says Bailey's. I've gotta go too. Wanna head out together? Sure. Thanks for the drink, Shambles. You're welcome, even though neither of you liked your drinks. Wow. Bailey's has been living in a bubble. And then me and Freya are just there like, ooh, girl. Ooh, girl. Ooh. When is my shift over? I'm tired now. What? You made me lose 2 customers in a minute, Freya. That wasn't on me. They were leaving anyway. Are you gonna write that in your book? If your book is based on this coffee shop, how can you present a story like theirs in a world with only humans? I'm not sure. Okay, all you have to do is when you write the book, instead of saying Bailey's the elf, you say Bailey's the human. Instead of saying Gala the werewolf, you say Gala the dude. Gala the guy. Gala's just a guy. Perhaps a hot drink will give you some inspiration. What do you want? Your typical espresso? Oh, she's not gonna make me make another fucked up drink tonight. Alright, moon's out, coffee shop's open. Everybody get your asses in here and unload. World Health Organization vows to stop major hospitals selling Fury sedatives illegally. Coachella 2020, 10 reasons why you should go. And sports tournament in space might be only a few decades away. Oh, I can't wait for space football and space American football. Oh, fucking Hyde is here. The only people that sort of like turn my stomach when they show up in my shop are Hyde and Officer Georgie. The two of them, I'm like, you are. I'm not gonna say unwelcome, but I don't want you here. And they're already in the middle of some conversation that I don't really care about. But it looks like Gala convinced Hyde to go to some sort of gathering of old friends, and now Gala is happy he went, even though he probably argued tooth and nail. Or Hyde is happy he went, even though he probably argued tooth and nail with Gala about not going. I guarantee you that's what happened. Yes, Gala, what do you want? You want me to try your drink again? You've got drinks in front of you! Back to the experiment. Okay. Try adding milk to the ingredients you already have. So now you want coffee, milk, ginger? Because that's what I gave you last time. Literally yesterday. And you said it was wrong. I hate him. Now I hate Gala. If you don't like Officer Georgie, don't play the second game. God damn it. God damn it. Okay, so his drink was... Oh, I did give him green tea last time. That's a mistake I keep making. So tea, milk, ginger. Coffee, ginger. Yes. Wait, coffee? No! Reset. Is it supposed to be coffee? No! His name is Galahad. His last name is Had. Hold on. I did it too fast because there's way more of a delay on YouTube than there is on Twitch. Okay, tea. Tea, ginger, and milk. Because that's what I gave him. I was about to Google it. Okay, Coco says that's right. Okay, okay. Yes! Okay, just what he needed. Just what the barista ordered. And what about you, Mr. Hyde? What additional drink would you like on top of the one that's already in front of you? Oh, you're good for now? You're good? I'm not gonna ask again. I couldn't help overhear you both because you sat down in front of me instead of over there like a normal person. It sounds like you two go way back. That's the name you were talking to? Galahad? I like that it's a pun. I don't like that it took me so long to notice it. Gala was your bodyguard? For what? For what reason? Didn't you meet here? No, Shambles, they didn't meet here back when it used to be a nightclub. Or maybe they did. Maybe let them keep going. Yes, when this was a bar. And what happened? He was getting his ass kicked by a couple of dwarves. That's hilarious and I love it. Those two bastards. You're the bastard. It wasn't a pretty sight, so I intervened. Oh yeah, a werewolf stepping up to save a vampire from a couple of dwarves. That must have been a great scene. Aren't vampires supposed to be, you know, tough? Okay, that's a little racist, Shambles. That's a little racist. Just because I'm a vampire doesn't mean I know Kung Fu. Besides, I'd had a couple of drinks. I could have taken them both if I was sober. When you get the drink correctly, it'll have a formal name instead of something like, aha. I get it. Wait. Cafe latte, espresso. The Galahad, tea, milk, ginger. Yes. Alright, cool. So Hyde is like, yeah, I was inebriated, but I could have totally kicked those short motherfuckers' asses if I was sober, okay? Never mind that we were at a bar and the dwarves were probably drinking too. That's not the point. I needed to be sober and I would have had him. A couple, really? You were trashed. You told them I was your bodyguard. Not at the time, we didn't even know each other. So I'm imagining Hyde in the bar, drunk as fuck, racist as hell, as we know him to be. Like, hey, you fucking little dwarves, you're so short. Why are you so short? It's funny that you're short, and I'm tall, and I'm a model, and you'll never be a model because you're an ugly dwarf. And then they start kicking his ass, and he's like, hey, if you want to fuck with me, then you're gonna have to fuck with my bodyguard. He's right here. He's a werewolf. He's not a werewolf right now, but he's a werewolf, and he'll beat you up. He'll beat you up. That's my impression of drunk Hyde. You think I'm close? You think I nailed it? I think I nailed it. I think that's exactly how he was, and that's exactly what he said to those dwarves, and that's why they started beating ass at the bar. But because of the whole fiasco, we both got kicked out. And then this wasted vampire stuck to me. Like, well, you know, to a blanket. Obviously, he was too drunk to drive, so I hailed a cab. Turns out he was also too drunk to tell the driver where he lived, and because I was stuck with him until morning, that's not true. So this has never happened to me, but if I was at a bar and a drunk vampire told two dwarves that I was his bodyguard and they start beating his ass, number one, I'm not jumping in to save him. Number two, if I do jump in to save him, I'm not going to assume that I'm stuck with him all night because he can't tell a cab driver where he fucking lives. So, okay, well, you live on this sidewalk tonight. Bye. Thanks for not leaving me on the street, Gala. Why do I get the feeling that this is the first time he's thanked Gala for that? They've known each other since like the 60s. Those dwarfs could have killed me. Who were they? I'm not going to confirm or deny anything, but it's possible they may have had... I don't mean to laugh. I don't mean to laugh. But I'm imagining like the Mafia video game series, but Vito Scaletta. Vito Scaletta is a dwarf. And what's his name? The black guy from Mafia 3? He's a dwarf. I love that. I love the idea of that. I love the idea of Lincoln Clay being a dwarf and being in the mafia. I love this. I need to see it. And I might have lost some of their money on the stock market. A lot of their money. Yikes. They wanted me to launder their dirty money, so I decided to screw them over instead. That sounds smart. Yeah, I overheard what they were talking about before the fight started. I knew Hyde was innocent, and that's why I helped him. Sorry, got a burp. How could you possibly know he was innocent? There's no way. And also, now I need to know how much you were getting paid for being this dickhead's bodyguard. He might be an annoying asshole, but he's not a thief. Hyde was finna pass away. Yeah, what was he doing? Like, was he at the bar by himself, knowing that he fucked over the dwarven mafia? You know, I'm starting to get the feeling that Hyde is not very smart. What a stroke of luck, the universe sending me a guardian werewolf in my time of need. So I meant to say guardian angel, but my brain was 2 steps ahead of me and I just went guardian werewolf. So the next morning, I offered him a job. Ooh, it better have been a hand job or a blow job because he saved your goddamn life. After all the trouble you caused me the night before, hey, I took you to breakfast. Don't tell me that counted for nothing. I have to say, wasn't my proudest moment. I was broke. Breakfast was an offer I could not refuse, especially because you were in his goddamn house. Because you were, again, too drunk to tell a cab driver where you live. Hyde. You... The only reason Hyde has this really close friend right now is because he screwed over criminals and then went out to a bar alone and was too drunk to defend himself from 2 people who are about yay high, okay? I'm not saying they're not strong, I'm not saying they're not good fighters, I'm saying yay high. And this man, who would go on to become a healthcare worker, stepped in on your behalf. Hyde... I don't know Hyde personally, but I'm gonna go ahead and say he's not worth it. Not worth it. Not worth fighting 2 mafia-connected dwarves. Yeah, his life was on the line. Does he deserve to die? I don't know. I don't know. He's been alive for hundreds of years. Who knows what kind of crimes he committed? Listen, so if they have Lord of the Rings in this world, and they have immigration in this world, like borders and shit, then they probably have American colonialism. And if Hyde is hundreds of years old on account that he's a vampire, I don't know what side of the Civil War Mr. Hyde was on. I don't know what side of freaking anything that Hyde was on. And given the fact that he's like, my skin is paler than an elf, and that's why I'm a model and elves aren't. I don't know Hyde very well, but I'm starting to form a more clear picture of why I don't like him. It was the late 60s, mind you. It wasn't easy finding a job, especially for people like me. Werewolves? War veterans. Okay, yes. Okay, that makes more sense. So, how did you go from working as a bodyguard to working in a hospital? Okay, Hyde, I believe that question was directed towards Gala because he's the one who was the bodyguard who now works in the hospital, not you. I'm not talking to you. So Hyde says, well, when he was working with me, I noticed. Ooh, it looks like Gala doesn't want him to tell this part. I prefer if we skip that part. I'm sorry, but I don't want to go into any details about it. It's alright. I actually didn't want to know anyway, even though I asked, I didn't want to know. I don't mind telling you the quick and dirty version. Long story short, he helped me with something. Let's just say something from my past. And thanks to that help, I found a new purpose in life. Helping other people. Helping other people live. Gala. Oh no. Oh no. Of course, that's not easy for. Oh, I'm getting a more clear picture of Mr. Gala as well. Werewolf has to deal with monthly furies. A veteran who comes back from war and can't find a job. I don't know if he was referring to Coco. I don't know if he was referring to someone else or if he was referring to himself. I assume he was referring to himself. But he might have committed a murder. I don't know. He might have done a little homicide on the side. A little homicide piece. Of course, it's not easy for a veteran werewolf to become a nurse or doctor. That's why I chose hospital admin instead. So you could say, I owe this guy my life. Coco, I think it was a self-inflicted situation. Which is really sad, because Gala seems like a good person. He went off to war to serve his fucked up country. And he came back, couldn't get a job. Don't boo me. Don't boo me. I'm being emotionally available right now. Yeah, he has to deal with his werewolfism. He comes back from war and can't find a job. Like damn, damn. Thanks to his stubborn persistence in helping me when I needed it. Thanks for his stubborn persistence in helping me when I needed it. Thank you for sharing your story with me, Gala. I didn't expect such a tale from you. Anyway, Shambles, we're back to Hyde. I'd like to order something now. Yeah, of course you would. Can you make a tea-based drink that's warm and cool at the same time? No! No, I can't! You want the drink to be 2 different temperatures. I can't make that happen for you. Okay. So, warm and cool at the same time. So I imagine it needs to be equal parts warm and cool. So tea with lemon might get us there. But that makes it a little too cool. Can I just do tea and... No, it has to be 3 ingredients. That makes it... Okay, cinnamon makes it too warm. So let's do tea... What does mint do? That makes it colder. So let's do tea, mint, and honey adds sweetness. Lemon adds coolness. The ginger will warm it up so that it's equally warm and cool. Cinnamon almost gets it there. Milk makes it colder. So maybe it's tea, mint, and ginger. We'll try it. He's probably gonna hate it because he hates everything. Yes! Yes, yes, yes! Okay, exactly what he wanted. You're welcome. By the way, it feels like this place is missing something today. Yeah, it looks like Freya's not here. Or do you mean because no one has said anything racist yet? Yeah, I haven't seen her today. Oh, speak of the human. Hello, good people. And one vampire. It's good to see you too. Freya! By the way, we were just talking about you, Freya. No, really. What about me? I was just surprised that you weren't here. Is that how you pick up Is that how you pick up girls young enough to be your granddaughter? Okay, I don't understand why Freya always goes to the age gap argument. So I'm gonna unpack this a little. The first time Rachel, the cat person pop star, came in, my character called her beautiful, and Freya is like, "Are you hitting on an underage girl?" Even though she is considered to be an adult because she's 18. But it's like, no, Freya, I was giving her a compliment, bitch. Like, so that was that. And then when Rachel's dad came into the coffee shop, he was just trying to ask them about what young people are into. And then Freya's like, this pervy old man is hitting on me. He wasn't. And now this. Now this. Freya, when she's done writing this novel and she makes a little money, because I'm assuming it's gonna be good. I'm just giving her that it's gonna be good. One, she needs to take some time off and travel the world, learn a few things so that she's not making her surprise face every. Wait, hold on. Let me show you this face she makes every time she meets a person. This one, right here. This one. This is her face every fucking time. Every time she meets someone, she's like, huh? You're from the ocean? You're a vampire? What? So yes, Freya, write your book, make a shitload of money, travel the world and experience some things so that you aren't so shocked every time you meet a person. Coco's saying that Freya has an ageism issue, and I agree. I agree. That will work on me. Freya, I don't think anyone has flirted with you. Not to say that you're not. Not to say that you're not, you know, whatever. But, like, like, I haven't seen anyone hitting on you. Cause you are the way you are. Joe will appreciate this. It's the way you act. It's not the way you look, it's the way you act. It's the way you act. Coco, the reason the reason I have that picture of Freya saved is because I posted that on my Instagram story and my YouTube community posts, and I think Twitter as well. Yeah, I was using her face for reasons. I have no interest in flirting with you. I think Hyde is married. I'm pretty sure Gallo referenced him being married once. I've got. I have no interest in flirting with you. I have high standards. You. Gala go, and then Gala makes it worse by saying you look tired, which is never a thing you say to a person. Hard day at work. He's trying to change the subject though. How could you tell? Call it werewolf senses. Call it I looked at your face and you look fucking tired. Right. I showed Shambles my draft, and I actually got some good feedback. That's good to hear. Glad I could help. So I spent the whole day rewriting stuff. You know what? I spent my whole day yesterday rewriting stuff in a sense because I was updating all of my thumbnails for my YouTube videos. So go look at those thumbnails and then also watch the videos, please. So I spent the whole day rewriting stuff. And also I did some stories for the paper. Her actual job. I like how Freya's like, yeah, I spent the day rewriting my novel, my side project, and then I spent a little bit of time doing my actual effing job. Overall, it was a good day. But please don't forget to take a break. It's easy to get carried away by work when you're on a roll. Says the hospital administrator, so you can take that to the bank. And speaking of hospitals, which no one was speaking of, but go off. How's your hospital admitting life going? It's not even a word, Freya. Actually, I'm not even sure what you do there. It's pretty boring to talk about, but mostly I handle operational stuff happening in the hospital. Things like how much a specialist costs and how much it affects our income. I also deal with patients and their families, if they require intensive care such as operations. I go through what we do and how much it would cost them. Kind of like biz dev for people's lives then. You could say that. Damn, that sounds complicated and hard. No, that sounds like the corporatization of health, but whatever, it's fine. That's why I'm suited for my job. Someone who gets very emotionally attached to patients would find this job pretty tough. Okay, so the way that sentence landed in my brain was someone who cares about people would be bad at this job. Maybe that's not exactly what he meant, but that's how it landed in here. Whereas heartless people like my friend here only see it from a business perspective. Why do people rarely talk about your kind of job? Because it's boring. Because it's not like heart surgery, it's not like resetting a bone, it's not, it's not something you would put on TV. I guess most people don't really notice we exist or think about the necessity of it. Exactly. It's an interesting job, yet no one talks about it. Maybe because most admins are just like me. We rarely talk about work outside the hospital. For me, I just don't find any reason to. It's the patient's personal lives anyway. Yeah, I hope there are, if they have Lord of the Rings in this world, then they have to have HIPAA. They must have HIPAA, right? Such professionalism and loyalty. You should keep hold of that mindset, especially in front of this lady here. She might learn something. He needs to be a bit less loyal, though. Says the guy who only has a friend because he was getting his ass kicked by dwarves. Would you like it if he was less loyal to you? Is that what you mean? What are you talking about? Hide. You've been doing this job a while, right? Almost 50 years now. How long do werewolves live? My assumption about werewolves, and maybe I haven't read enough fiction about them, is that they have like normal human lifespans. It's just that for a few days out of the month, they become hairy. Whoa, I didn't know that. Wait, 50 years in the same position. Holy, ask for a promotion, man. They keep offering me new positions, mostly manager. Oh, you don't want to do that. You don't want to be a supervisor. You don't want to be a manager. Trust me. Not interested. Smart man. Why? It's not something I want. Besides, as I've told you before, I fit perfectly in this position. But the salary must be better if you take the promotion, right? Of course. But what I get at the moment is more than enough for me right now. I still get raises while I'm doing this job. Sir, I think I've been at my job for 10 years, and I'm pretty sure I'm at like my salary cap. You've been getting raises for 50 years? I'm gonna need Gala's Union to come replace mine because raises for what? 5 decades and you getting raises like that? At a hospital? I'm in the wrong reality. I'm in the wrong business and the wrong reality. Really can't figure you out. That's Gala for you. Anyway, my shift's starting soon. It was nice chatting up with both of you. Please, 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 Gala, tell me you're taking Hyde with you. Please grab him by the whatever and drag him out of the door with you. Fuck. I'm still enjoying the vibes here. Alright. Gala goes, I'll see you in a few weeks, I guess. Do they only get together like once every few... I keep forgetting that Hyde doesn't live out here, which is the only good news when I see him. He lives in Los Angeles because he's a model, and he's out here visiting Seattle for whatever fucking reason. Safe trip. See you around Shambles and Freya. Goodbye, Mr. Gala. You know, it's kind of hard to believe, says Freya. Someone like Gala could be your best friend. We were just talking about that before you arrived, Freya. Oh, really? Man, I missed an interesting story. You sure did. Okay, we can't, Freya, we can't do this again. Somebody give her the short version. You know, this is the only time I agree with Hyde. Don't retell the story. She shouldn't have been late. Come on, you're not going anywhere, right? Alright, so we met in this coffee shop, but it used to be a bar. I was fighting with elves, they were in the mafia. Gala saved me. Yada, yada, yada. Never knew Gala used to be in the army. He's got the build to be on the front line. Still though, why did he make the jump from a very physical job to medic? He's not comfortable talking about it right now. But you know why, right? Are you trying to squeeze the story from me? He doesn't want to talk about it. That's it. Freya! You being messy now. On top of you being messy at work, now you being messy in my coffee shop, and I will not allow it. I will not allow it. You cannot ask someone to tell you someone else's business, especially when someone number one told you that someone number two doesn't want to talk about it. Freya, you're being messy. You're being messy. Exactly, Coco. Freya, be so for real. I won't get into details. And look at Hyde! What is he about to say? What is he about to say? Going to war, it messes with your head. Ooh, did Gala have some PTSD on top of everything else? I heard a car burning so much rubber outside my apartment, and accidents happen near my apartment, like so much. In fact, my car was hit outside of my apartment once. Anyway. You see why Gala doesn't want to talk about it, huh? I don't get it. It must be difficult, especially... Freya, what do you mean you don't get it? I need Freya to get out into the world and gain some experience dealing with people! Oh my god! What do you mean you don't get it? What do you mean you don't get it? Oh, and Coco, my background, it's a rainbow. Have you not noticed the light curtain? And hold on, because I just got some new lights. And They were delivered today, so I did not have time to install them. But you know I love the lights. And this is why I got these headphones so I can get up and walk to another room while still talking to you. But yeah, I'm gonna add some more lights to my setup. So these ones they go like up at like ceiling level across the top, like how people have their LED light strips. Um, but yeah, so that's the background light, and it's currently a rainbow, and I can change it to whatever is available in the app. And then I have these new lights that will be in front of me to add a little more shine to this mug. Okay, you're gonna want to see it. Oh, the car. Oh, that background. Yeah, I don't know. So the street I live on, there's a stoplight like at one end, and there's a stoplight at the other end, and only what? And that's about maybe 3 or 4 blocks, and there was only one stop sign that whole way. So people come down that end, that end, and they just like zoom down. And when they get to the stop sign, which is like on the corner of where my apartment is, um, I think the ones that are like zooming from the light are just not stopping for the stop sign unless something is in the crosswalk. But there's a lot of like burning rubbers. There's a lot of like accidents because people are like turning out of alleys and cars don't see them, so they get T-boned. Some lady came flying down the street and hit a Chevy Suburban into the back of my car. It's it's not like constant chaos on the street I live on, but when the chaos is chaosing, it chaos is hard. And besides the lights, I also got the John Wick box set, so it's all 4 movies, and I'm excited about that. Okay, so let's call what just happened a little intermission, and now let's get back to focusing. Yes, Coco, it is dangerous. I live a very dangerous life, okay? I live on the edge. I live on the edge of a street to where lots of crazy cars drive around all super fast and shit. But you know what? I'm about that life. I'm about the looking at the window at all the shit that's going on life. I like it dangerous. I can hear cars now. I can hear them now. Anyway, let's get back to this because we got like 5 minutes left in this stream. So let's go. I don't get it, but it must be difficult, especially back then. The only thing he was confident in was his strength. So he only did work that relied on his muscle. That wouldn't get him over his trauma, though, right? Of course not. But it was the only thing he could do. Or at least, it's the only thing he thought he could do. But you hired him for his muscle. Hey, I didn't know about all that at the time. Besides, he's good at being a bodyguard, and we weren't that close yet, so no personal feelings. This game is leaving Game Pass on the 17th? Well, Coco, it's good news for me because I own this game on PlayStation, so that won't be a problem. But no, I didn't know that, and I thank you for bringing that information to me. Um, so Hyde is like, I needed his strength because I wasn't gonna stop going to bars and getting into fights with dwarves, so I needed him around. But then I got to be interested in him. Interested? I think he's a cool person. That's all. Don't try to say that's all, Hyde. You be watching that werewolf bondage porn. I didn't forget about that. I didn't forget about that. And after a few months, I noticed his problem. I suggested that he talk about it with someone, seek help, which he refused. But I kind of pushed him to do it. Eventually, he did go to get professional help. Love it. Of course, I had no idea what happened in his therapy sessions, but in the end, he found a new purpose in his life. He quit working for me, and not so long after that, he started working at the hospital. And he's been working. Ooh, someone's coming in. Horny astronaut! Horny astronaut! Oh, he's back! Horny astronaut is back. What's good? How you doing? Not him coming and sitting between Freya and Hyde. I love Horny Astronaut. Don't watch the last stream, but I love Horny Astronaut. Hoo boy. Good evening. It is nice to see you again. Oh wait, that's Shambles. We are also glad to see you, Barista. By the way, I didn't catch your name the last time you visited. Alright, cue him about to say some vague esoteric bullshit about not having a name and how humans are dumb. Do you have a name? Name? We sure have. On Earth, please call us Neil. Neil. Hello everyone? Alright, achievement. Don't care. Neil. Yes. Neil. Neil. Is that your real name? Oh, of course not. Due to the nature of our communication, we do not really need trivial things like names to interact, just like I said. And you didn't have to call it trivial. Man, fuck you. I know I said I love him and not to watch the last stream because it would indicate the opposite, but actually fuck you, Neil. But from what we have learned here, it seems like the name Neil has a lot of associations with Earthlings' efforts in intergalactic exploration. Ah, I get what you mean. I believe we did not meet the last time we were here. I saw you from afar when you left the coffee shop a few days ago. So hello, my name is Freya. I'm named after a Norse goddess. You're named after an astronaut. You could say I'm a regular here. And you, sir? Hyde. You come here often. Unfortunately, he does. He does. For someone who doesn't live in Seattle, yeah. Oh, you're not from around here. Neither are we. Where do you come from? Far away. I feel like I'm sort of, at least in my head, maybe tapping into the little alien toys from Toy Story when I do a voice for Neil. Neil. By far away, you mean thousands of miles? Maybe a few light years? More. Much more. More to the point that your strange calculation system means nothing. Nothing. That sounds far away indeed. What are you doing here in Seattle? Oh, Freya, you've asked. You are opening up a can. Freya, you're opening up a can of space worms. And do all your kind dress like this. Oh, this? We chose this appearance based on an image we saw when we first arrived. Image? Ah, the Arami Jinjuru album cover. Arami Jinjuru? No wonder you look familiar. As for what we are doing, this place is a really perfect spot to practice our communication skills with Earthlings. Okay, that's not what you said you were here for last time. Last time you came in, you said you were here to breed. I didn't forget that either. Anytime anyone comes in this coffee shop talking about sex, it might not surprise you to know I don't forget about it. Why? Because this is a coffee shop. I shouldn't be hearing about werewolf bondage porn or alien breeding. This is a coffee shop. But before that, please let us order something from the barista. Yes, what would you like? The usual. That is how you say it, yes? Yeah, so what? You don't have a usual. This is your second time here. And of course you won't be able to taste the difference. Yeah, yada yada yada. What if I can brew a drink that can make you feel something. Interesting premise. They have to learn to talk to people, so the coffee shop is perfect. I'm gonna have to agree with you because you're not wrong, but I disagree. But I disagree. But we doubt you will be able to do that. Challenge accepted, motherfucker. Some motherfuckers always trying to ice skate uphill, to quote the philosopher Wesley Snipes. I am the motherfuckers trying to ice skate uphill. I'm gonna give you something that you can feel. But I don't know how to do that. But I don't know how to do that. What if we tried to make him feel warm? What if we tried to make him feel okay, something he could feel? Maybe caffeine will make you feel something. Really, really hot caffeine will make you feel something. So let's give you some coffee, some ginger, and some cinnamon is the wintermon. I feel like you can feel mint. That's, yeah, but you don't want to mix mint with coffee. That's disgusting. So we'll go tea. Mint ups the coolness factor, but that's fine. And then maybe... Okay, so the coldest I can make it is like a 9 out of 10 on the cold. But then maybe if we add something like sweet and sugar, maybe if it's not so bitter, he'll feel like minty and sugary. I could just do double mint. Yeah, tea, double mint. Drink it. Drink it with your finger. Your idea was good, don't listen to me, I don't remember this game. Oh, it's just called a mint tea. A cup of anything. Here you go, sir, a cup of anything. What the? Yeah, Freya, you missed that last time. See, humans drink with our speaking organs, and Neil drinks with his appendage. And Hyde just goes, interesting. And look at Freya, making the face again. Hold on. I told you. She's making the face again. Look, hold on. Hold on. Look, she's doing it right now. Wait. There, that one. Look, it's that. It's exactly that. It's exactly that. Freya, you gotta stop making that face anytime you learn new information. The world shouldn't be so shocking to you, because you fucking live in it! You fucking live in it! I'm trying to finish out this day in the game before we end the stream, because we're going over a little, but it's fine. Freya's like, what are you doing? Drinking. That's how they drink, Freya. Whoo, boy. You should be writing. Why aren't you writing? You are one interesting person. Thank you. That was a compliment, yes? Normally, yeah, it usually is. But you can't be so sure with Freya. That definitely was the highest form of compliment. Because Freya don't want to piss an alien off. What are you, Neil? I say she doesn't want to piss an alien off, but then she goes, what are you? Us? We are travelers. Doing our job in space. Doing our job in the space you call Milky Way. What kind of job? We are tasked with the mission to spread our seeds. There's the face again. You really are here to find a date. all the way from a galaxy far, far away. So they have Star Wars in this universe too. Wow. It turns out pervs exist every. Freya. Freya's driving me crazy. Anything that is romantic, flirtatious, or sexual, she's like, pervert! Pervert! Seize him! Burn the pervert! Burn the perv! And it's like my sweet human sister. Not everything that is sexual or romantic or flirtatious is perverted. You gotta stop. In fact, everyone here with all the opinions, you gotta stop. You have to stop. You have to. Hyde thinks that's hilarious because he's a fucking sociopath. Feeling attacked, old man? Not really. You have about. No, she doesn't! No, she doesn't! It is weird that this alien came here to fuck, but she does not have a valid point. We do not understand. But we are glad if we can make you laugh. Oh, the pleasure was mine. If I may ask, why do you have to breed with us? We are sorry, but that is classified information. Well, how's the mission going so far? We cannot say it's going well. I'm not surprised. With how quirky and unique you are, not many women can handle that. I want to hear more of Freya's opinions about what women can handle. Coco, you were so right that Freya is a human. Freya is so human. Not many women can handle a person who is quirky and unique. Okay. And Hyde is asking Freya, could you handle him? Me? I don't know. What do you think? You're a pretty adventurous girl. I wouldn't be surprised if you decided to go on a date. Or maybe go further. If it got you a good story. Unique? Yes, thank you, Coco, for bringing Beyonce back around. I feel like this is the second Coffee Talk stream in a row where Beyonce was mentioned. Because the last one I called Myrtle the Beyonce of orcs. But I can't believe it. I am upset that Hyde is saying that Freya would fuck for a story. But Freya's taking it pretty well. Oh, you're not offended by that? Because I was trying to offend you. Glad you're taking it well. Not in the slightest. Freya's like, no, I would fuck for a story. Absolutely. I'm proud of it. Proud of it. And what? You're wrong, though. I'd go on a date with him. But I don't like to sleep around. Oh, Freya, you're missing out. Anyway. Really? To be honest, I didn't... Hyde is like, I thought you were Nelly Furtado. Not I'm like a bird, but promiscuous girl. Hyde! What the fuck made you think that Freya was just out here fucking? And she says, yeah, I get that. Oh, I guess maybe because her bra straps are always, like, sensually dangling off of her sexy shoulder. She's out here just slutting it up with those bra straps. People often mistake me for someone who gets around a lot. Okay. Excuse me, miss. From what we gather, does that mean you're willing to breed with us in exchange for us? Woo! Freya's getting the short end of the stick on this episode. He's like, so you You be fucking for stories? She already said he was wrong about that. So, again, Neil, I need you to keep up. This is like last time when you were asking that orc if she was the orc from the app, and she said no, and you kept asking her if she was sure. She kept saying yes. I'm gonna need you to pay attention. I'm gonna need you to keep up. Neil is a trip, though. She's like, wow, no wonder your mission isn't going well. I don't mind going out with you for a drink somewhere else or dinner, not this coffee shop, in exchange for stories. But I'll only sleep with someone if but I'll only sleep with someone I'm serious about. Again, Freya, I would say you're maybe missing out. But our mission is serious. It's not that. You either have to be my boyfriend or husband if you want to sleep with me. We have heard of those terms before. Let us check them once again. Bleep, bloop, 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 bloop. Bleep, bloop, 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 bloop. This is very strange. According to what we found, many Earthlings mate with one person exclusively for their entire lives. Nah, no. I mean, many of them, yes, but a lot of them be sleeping around, like what's his name, like Bailey's when he was in college. Yes, that's called commitment. Such a strange concept. Then why, with such rules, do you still face overpopulation problems? Now that you mention it, we don't have enough control of ourselves, says Hyde. And those in charge also don't have enough control of us. So remember what I said earlier about not knowing which side of the Civil War Hyde was on? I think I fucking figured it the fuck out. Not to mention, some races live for a very long time. Okay, whenever he mentions races, I'm just like, he's about to say something fucked up. But this is actually true. In their world, some races live for a very, very long time. So even though there are rules about having kids, and they can be strictly enforced, a lot of people still break them. What do you mean they can be strictly enforced? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Yeah, Coco, we know which side he was on. We know Earthlings boast about the concept of free will, but we thought your kind also loved the concept of restraint and taking care of the planet. Yeah, so Neil, only some of us care about the concept of restraint and taking care of the planet. So far, not enough of us, not yet, but we're getting there. Is that not in your research? At least that was what we gathered from your information network. Theoretically, that should be the case, but Earthlings are stupid. That's the one. That's the one. Hold on, I pressed too many buttons in OBS. That's the one. That's the one. What Freya just said. That's the most for real thing she said so far. Earthlings are stupid. That's the easiest way to put it. We learned so much today. But we have another question for Miss Freya. Do you wanna fuck? How can we become your husband? Oh, that's good. First of all, I would suggest going step by step. Neil doesn't know what any of the steps are. Most of the time you start by dating, boyfriends or girlfriends, you know, before you talk about marriage. Oh, okay. So let's get the whole boyfriend-girlfriend thing out of the way right now. We can get married tomorrow. So, how can we become your boyfriend? You could start by asking her whether she's actually single. Understood. So, Miss Freya, are you single? Yes, I am single. Coco, Neil will have us all choking here. He is interesting. Do you want to be our girlfriend? Now, the path to starting to date varies between people, but usually it takes some time before you want to commit yourself to someone. Wow. Wow. The breeding process on Earth is surely extremely complicated. It can be easier if you're a smooth talker, as if Hyde knows anything about smooth talking. All of your talk, Hyde, whenever you talk, it feels like I'm wiping my ass with sandpaper. Smooth talker? Someone good at communicating with others. That would be really challenging for us. Even after all that, making kids is still in a totally different league. Most women prefer if their male partners wear condoms. Condoms? It's something you wear to prevent pregnancy. It's something you wear to get the opposite of the results that you specifically are looking for right now. Why would you do the mating ritual if you do not want to have offspring? Pleasure. I feel like Hyde said it like pleasure. All this information is too much to process in one evening. So we talked about using condoms, but how do your kind have sex? Like, seeing how you drink. Freya, you're asking the right questions in the wrong way. A condom might be something you can't use at all. How do you do it? We're pretty flexible with it, but we cannot tell you the details. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Unless you agree to do so, I can't let you test drive the car until you agree to buy it. That's just how it is, dog. That's just how it is. They're like, what? Freya's like, I don't want to imagine how it's done. Oh, you do not need to worry. We will not hurt anyone physically or mentally. Oh, good. Good place to start. We did our research, and we tried it on the testing object we made. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm in the mood. After all this, I am horny. It was proven. The mental capacity of Earthlings is far more complicated than anything else on Earth, sir. Oh, we did not know that. Being born on Earth sounds very difficult. It is. Have to agree with that. Anyway, thank you so much for the information you have given us tonight. It means a lot for our mission. We have to report our findings to the base. How will you proceed with your mission with this newfound information? We are not sure yet. It is yet to be discussed after all. It was really nice talking with all of you. You're welcome. We are off now. Bye. Just let him leave. Stop talking to him. He's leaving. Ooh, that was something. It's always something when Neil comes in. And Hyde and Freya are like, don't ask me to have an opinion. That was fucking weird. You said the first time they came in was for a date. Oh no, he wouldn't have been meeting someone here again. He would have said it. Yeah, their date never showed up, and they mistook Myrtle for their date. The game developer work? Yes, that one. Wow, I dread to think how that went. Nah, I mean, she was firm, but not unkind. It was pretty awkward. But you can't be angry at such naivete. Guess so. By the way, has that young woman been back since I spoke with her last time? Oh, you mean Lua? The woman that you blamed 100% for the problems in her relationship with Bailey, even though you don't know shit about what's going on? No, she hasn't fucking been back, and it's your fault. I'm missing money because you keep running my customers off. You racist prick. You mean Lua? Showing some concern now, are you? I'm just curious. No, I haven't seen her since the last time you were here. But her boyfriend, stop giving him more information. And Freya was being pretty nosy to the point that Mr. Gala joined the discussion. Yes. My, you really have a knack for starting trouble. Okay, pot, meet kettle. Notice anything similar between the two of you? Sadly, I'd have to agree with that. It's not easy to make Gala join a random conversation. You know what? He said the same thing about you, and yet you hopped right in just like he did. Hmm, 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 hmm. Unless it really piques his interest, or it annoys him. Don't know how to react to that. Well, I need to catch my flight to Seoul. Yes, he's leaving! Please don't miss your plane. Oh, you're leaving Seattle so soon. It's only, shit, he's coming back in a week or so. Be back here sooner than you know. Oh, well, it'll be a peaceful week then. Anyway, I need to get going as well. Yes, please, everybody leave. I also have to go. Thank you for letting me stay without ordering anything. I hope this is not a cash-only business, and I hope we have her fucking credit or debit card on record. I am charging you for the time you sat here and didn't drink anything. I didn't even notice that, says Hyde. You really don't care about business. She didn't order anything, but she did attract people to the coffee shop. How? How? Anyway, Freya, do you want to share a cab? Thanks, but I'm riding my bike. It's raining so much, Freya. Alright then, bye. So, that is gonna do it for tonight. I can't handle the stress of Freya and Hyde anymore. And also, I went over by like 20 minutes. But Hab, Kunam, Coco, Joe, thank you for being here. Anybody who is lurking and watching quietly didn't want to join the chat, thank you for being here as well. And again, everybody watching this in the future on the VOD, thank you. If you enjoyed the stream, please drop a like on the video on your way out. It helps the algorithm spread my seed just like this astronaut. I am also on a mission to spread my seed all over YouTube, baby. Pleasure. So, like the video, subscribe to the channel. I should be going live this weekend, Saturday or Sunday, with some more Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty. So, look out for that. Um, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Boomaye is back. You know the name. It's the same as the YouTube channel. And enjoy your evening. Enjoy the rest of your week. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.